Hey, starting up soon, so just getting some things warmed up and moved around. I think you can see there the last thing that we were working on. So let me just hop over. I'm hoping you can hear the music, and I'm hoping you can hear me. Got some cool stuff. I'm gonna hop on some commissions, do some free drawing, just all sorts of fun stuff that I'm super excited for. Before that, let me just verify that the microphone is in fact going good. Move it a little bit closer to me, just so that I can know for certain it's picking me up over the music. There we go. I like that a little bit better. I think you can still hear the music too. Hopefully it's not drowning me out too much. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Like I said, I've got a commission that I want to get done, as well as some other stuff. But first, I want to save this guy. There. Not so much save. I'm gonna open up my commissions that I've been working on. Cool. There's one from last time that I streamed, which I think was Friday. And then our Fakemon that we were working on as well. And now, I'm gonna work on something new. Actually, it's gonna be what is somewhat the evolution to this character. This ram that's housing the soul of it. It's not so much a ram, I'm sorry. It's like an imp or a demon type character wearing the skin of this ram, with the actual soul of the skin inside that candle, that lantern there. So let me, give me just a moment here while I pull up kind of the paperwork on what I'm going to be drawing today, so I can make sure that I get it right. Whenever I have these commissions, I always want to double, triple check, make sure that I'm getting everything right. Okay. Ugh, went to the dark mode, sorry. There we go. I got it. I think I know where we're at. So I'm excited. It's going to be an interesting pose, one that I'm not particularly used to drawing. So we're going to see where we go from there. As always, I'm going to start at 30% opacity on the actual layer itself with my brush on 100. I want to make that a pretty solid brush. I'm going to start that down at 3. Make sure the ink is black. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. Yeah, so we have this character. We're going to kind of go bigger. The concept that they had was that he's like sleepy. And so I'm going to go here. And one of the things that I liked that we did was we included this little like tiny goatee here. I want to go even bigger with that. May even go bigger than that, but that's what we're going with so far. Looks like a little wispy body. Something like that. I don't really like those shapes, but let's see here. Thank you, Little Creek. So glad that you could join us. My chat thing on my screen is not popping up, but luckily I have my phone here. Draw lesbians. Tip and see what happens, Little Creek. Tip and see what happens. Mic is a bit quiet. Okay, I'm gonna tune us up then. It's hard because I'm actually, let me do this. My mic is way over there. What if I just straight up move the mic closer? Pardon. I think that should do it. Let's that going to be our guy? On a 2? On a 1? I don't know if I'm making it quieter or louder. Yeah, I think that's about right. I like that. That's got our waves a little bit more concise, I think. I'm really not digging these horns, if I'm being honest with myself. Let me, I hate to say it, let me start over. Okay. I'm actually going to take out the beard too. I really like the beard. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Because I'm wanting to get that full thing without going through and actually like sketching everything out. The idea is that it's sitting, it's reclined, he's, you know, that. There we go. So we had him before holding this lantern kind of aloft. This time what I want to do is have him almost like dangling it below him. There we go. That's kind of our base structure. Let's go bigger. Still trying to get a hold of the shortcuts here. Bring that to 1. Alright, now we can get to the actual details of the drawing here. I hate that line. So much of art is just getting that one line right. There we go. The eyes are very similar to those used on Lechonk in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It was a design that I saw, I was kind of looking at really closely recently, and I thought, oh my gosh, I need to utilize that somewhere. Somewhere where it works, obviously. And this, I think, with a character that's like asleep, I think works. Ugh, trying to get that one line right. Let's kind of just break in there and do some damage control manually. If you're just joining us, we are doing a commission of a character that's an evolution to one that we did last Friday, actually. It's actually this guy here. And I'm actually really excited for it. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So, let's see. Do that. I want to keep that. It's like a mask almost that it's wearing. Ugh. I like that. That's a good line. I don't know if I want to tackle those horns, because even in the sketch, those horns were giving me some trouble. I didn't know quite where I wanted to go with them. But I think what I'm going to do is, there's this sheep called the Damascus, or a goat called the Damascus goat, or sheep. And they have these really, like, wavy ears. And I really want this, I might actually go longer than that, because I want this to be a very flowy, very moving character. And what if I, instead of putting them down, put them out like this? The whole thing with them is that their ears are these like long and beautiful. They actually start out as these like very pretty beautiful sheep or goats. I don't know what they are. And they slowly become like gross looking. Look them up if you get the chance. And so I kind of want to capture that. Ears. Ooh, I like that. I did that on accident. So this is like a psychic, like floaty type character, and these ears with them like that almost look like their eyes. The eyes where the eyes are closed here, they almost look like these are the eyes. I dig that a lot. Let's do that the other side. Trying to match the pattern that I did for the overlapping here. Go, did you say? With the sauce? There we go. It's good, but it's a little long. And that'll give me opportunity to do some more flowy stuff. Give me all your goat memes now. I need them. Is it cheating to like look back at the reference heavily and be like, hey, here's the example, and just to be like, yeah, I'll just look right at that. Because like sometimes I do get stuck and I'm like, I need some inspiration. Like that's all it is it's like, alright, I know something needs to go here, what can it be? And actually in this case I didn't see anything that was there. Just in doing so I thought it would be really cool to do this other thing. I'm really dreading going back to those horns. I don't know what to do. So if you have any ideas, let me know. Go ahead and drop them in the chat. What if you did the horns like a spiral? What if you did them as like waves? I think almost like that'd be kind of cool. Like if you could mimic, because again it's like a dreamer type character. If you could mimic like the shape of like waves when you think of a comic book character thinking, that might actually be really cool. I might do that. Inspiration. Get one of those motivational cat posters of a cat hanging off a branch. Hang in there, kitty. I actually have, you can't see it in the stream, but right next to me I have a poster. It's a giant poster that goes over like my desk area, and I try to change it periodically. I may change it to that. I think that'd be a good idea. Maybe I'll make that like a reward thing at some point. But let's go. I love the direction with this flowiness. I just want to make sure that I don't lose it and go to the rigid. and I like that the big broad shoulders. Makes me think of like scarecrows, like the way that scarecrows are shaped. And I know that that has nothing to do with this prompt, but it feels right to go that path. I'll come back to it. I'll come back to the idea of a shawl. I do want to retouch base with that goat beard. The only thing is, I like the concept of it, but it covers up so much. What if, hear me out, what if the beard was what was actually carrying the lantern? I like that. Good idea. That daylight savings time crushing anyone else's soul. I don't know how many states even still do it, but my state does. And boy, are my arms tired. I think the problem is when you get daylight savings time, the first day, you're like, not that huge a deal. But after that, it's like the day after, 2 days after is when you feel it. And you're like, wow, I could really use that extra hour of sleep. Actually gonna do an extra layer on that just in case I don't like it. Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm actually digging that a lot. I'm just wishing I made that head smaller. But it like weaves so much between the other areas that I'm nervous to do so. Getting some thoughts here. Getting some thoughts here. Bring that knee back. Let's actually get that hand in there, or that hoof, or whatever it's gonna be. Now. moving. Almost. Let's see. A lot of lines on the hand. I'm gonna come back to it. I'm getting frustrated, so I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna get rid of the hand completely. Ah, I'm so mad. Alright. Is there anything I can do with these pants? Like, what if I make them ruffly? It's not translating over at all. Alright, let's see. I'm just stalling now while I try to think of stuff to do with the hand. No. I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna move on to the lantern. Ugh! I keep jumping between the wrong brush. I think that'll do. Yeah? No, I disagree. There. There. It's perfect. I won't erase it. Don't know how that happened. Link everything. Oh, I thought I linked it. What happened? Okay. Okay, let's clean this up a little bit. Yeah, what if I do that? What if I do that and then I ignore what I just drew completely and make a better one? Let's do a stroke of 3, why not? Yeah, make that a little bit more natural of a shape. Put that there. I like that this is like a tall character. That like kettlebell type thing, and let's see. Okay, now I have a little bit more direction with the hand where I want to go. Thinking if I could do like yeah, that's the way. Josh shortstop next. A short stack. Perhaps. Okay, we got that. There's the hand, and if I take this, I can drop it in as if it's hanging on one finger. Digging that. Some sort of interpretation that there's another hand back there. Super digging this. I know that I've shown a lot of frustration. I'm actually really happy with the direction this is going. Now the horns. And the horns should... I'd like to see them change this shape completely. What if there's something like that? I'm thinking a lot of like Hellboy with this design of like the horns. Let's do that. Are you able to handle the dog? Sorry, my dog's barking like crazy. There must be someone. We live right on like a corner, so people walk by our house quite often, and he does not like it. Thank you. I like that. I like that it's already a tall character, and this just makes it even taller. Tell us exactly where you live. No. That's actually one of my deep fears of doing this on Twitch, is that at some point I'm gonna let slip some sort of personal information about myself, and things will just go downhill from there. They'll be like, "Oh, my birthday is," that's my great fear. I don't like that. I can do better on that horn. I didn't delete anything else, did I? No, I did not. Has anyone seen, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on it now. John Mulaney and Nick Kroll on like a Broadway type set. Oh, hello. Me and my friends, we quote that all the time. The, what's your home address? Hey, Steve Martin, what's your home address? I don't know why, it tickles me so. Do I like that shape? A little bulky. Let me play with the line a little bit. If I can make it a little bit less bulky, maybe we'll feel something about it. No, I remember what I wanted to do. I remember. What I wanted to do was forget this. I want to capture that thought bubble type look. With like, okay, so I don't need anything on this layer anymore. One horn coming from here, one horn coming from here. If I could do like a... something like that. How do I do kind of like that. It's different. It's different enough. And I think with shading, it'll look really good. Oh, and I am constantly second guessing myself again on it. I'm second guessing myself again. These horns are gonna be the death of me. Like, I want to go big. Oh, that's what happened. That's pretty swoopy. Pretty swoopy, sis. Was that first try? Am I happy with that on that first swoop? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh for sure. I'm digging that. Look at how that just matches that shape so well. Maybe I can even do like a that's my... All the girls gonna be like this. Give us your sexy ASMR voice. That'd be just screaming directly into the microphone. Just a heads up. That's about how good I would do at that. Just assaulting your eardrums. That's my goal. No. Down. Ara, ara. How's that? Did I do it good? Did I do it? Did I give you what you wanted? Give us an ara, ara. Ora, ora. Would it? It would. It would pass over the shoulder. But under this. It's those dang layers that get me. Okay, so it would go over the shoulder, under the hair loops, and we'll be gone from that regardless. Okay. And then I gotta go in and actually, if I'm gonna do the mini horns, which I am, I just don't care for this one. That one was kind of just to know where I'm at. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're getting there. I think... Oh, what are you? What are you? Oh, not you. What are you? There we go. Make sure I'm erasing all these parts that I don't need anymore before I go move on to coloring. Okay. I really like that. Ooh, I really like that a lot. Get rid of the sketch layer. Yeah. I can read Discord, Little Creek, while I stream. I see all. Let's see here. Yeah, I do want to do one of these. want to keep that fire from the previous iteration. My pen broke out on me in the middle of that. So I'm gonna grab the backup pen. Try to pick up where I left off on it. I'm actually gonna come here. There we go. And this. This one here I'd like to thicken up a bit. It's empty. Yeah. Color overlay. Oh, we did blue flames. Yeah, in the final we did blue flames. I forgot about that. Yeah, like check it out. We actually, in this one, last minute we decided, hey, let's try blue. And everyone agreed it worked great, including the client I was drawing this for. So I completely forgot. These need to be blue. Yeah. Oh no. Did I include the horns? Huh, my Control Z is making those white. The hard way it is. Okay. Let's just do this. And manually kind of go in and change these lines, which is all good and well until we get to where they kind of intersect and overlap. Actually, something I didn't do with the last one that I wanted to do was actually on all the internal, I want to do blue. Which makes things easier. Whew. There we go. Yeah, we're getting it. Now we're thinking with portals. Such a fan. Okay. Such a fan. Very much liking that. Okay. Just check on something here. I'm digging it, I'm digging it, I'm digging it, I'm digging it. Okay. Yes. Ah, I get so freaked out to color. Let's go with the red. I don't want to get the same red as last time, but I also don't want to go crazy dark. Is the thing. Right as the beat drops. Ooh. Oh no. Did I not close a line here? How am I supposed to cheat if I'm not going to cheat well? Yeah. Having to do a pen swap dance. As my tablet starts to turn on me. Yeah, there we go. I think we got them all, right? We got it all? Yeah, that one will count, so we're good. I think we're good. Hey! Thank you so much, 1-1. I was just watching your stream today. That makes me so happy. Please refrain from spamming emotes. I gotta turn that off because you're more than welcome to spam whatever you'd like. Thank you so much. That's so cool. That's the first time that I've had someone follow who I was watching earlier that day. Very cool. I appreciate you. Thank you, 1-1. I gotta turn off that like stop spam thing, because it seems like every stream I have someone who it's like says something incredibly nice or like joins or does something, and the thing's just like, don't do that. I'm like, no, I want to enforce that behavior. You misinterpret. Like, I'm very happy that that people are here and that we're having a good time. I lost my other ones. Okay. I think that's all the black that I'm gonna get for now. Oi. Forget constantly that has been changed, and now it's expand. One. There we go. I want to polish these sections up here. My pen chooses to not die on me. Do a little pen dance. Swap them out. Do some fixes here and there. What a fun goat friend. I think so. If I'm being completely honest, when I was starting this one, I thought to myself, there's a good chance that this is going to be a hassle, that this is going to be a struggle through, and that I've got to find a way to make it fun for me. But I am really enjoying this character. Oh yeah, I forgot you're doing your reading tonight. Yeah. Well, thank you for dropping by. I know you can't stay long, but I appreciate it. All right, now let's do a pop of color. It's gonna be white, but I want to throw some yellow in there, almost like a cream color. A little bit more than that. There we go. Eek. That white's going to be really nice, I think. But I do want to keep this red. There we go. Okay. I'm loving this red. Red and black, or red and dark gray, I should say, has always been a favorite color combo of mine. So whenever I get to use it, I consider it a momentous occasion. No idea what color I'm going to make the eyes. Ooh, what if I made them blue to match the fire? So they're not directly on fire, but it's almost like the character did their makeup to match the cool fire. That'll be cool. Almost forgot I gotta get that other eyelid. Yeah. Yeah, oh my gosh, that cream white's gonna be really, really nice in the middle of that. Ah, so good. I'm very excited. Very, very excited. Alright, let's do this. And I see I have a lot of lines where I went over, and I did not mean to. Like, that is... Ooh. It's a sin. Yep, wrong layer. Hate having to go back and forth between layers here. But it's gonna do. Making a mess. Making a mess. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. There we go. Now we're in the groove. We're getting it. We're getting it. We're grooving. We're having a fun time. Now on the other, these horns, the actual horns were like not black, but they were darker than this, and I liked that because it made them feel like an obsidian. It made them feel dark. So I'm excited. I just see that I forgot part of a large section of one. which is unfortunate because it means I have to go back and select and do that whole deal again. That used to be a shortcut. I was saying this on 1-1 stream earlier. It used to be a shortcut, and it's not anymore, and it's infuriating. Absolutely infuriating. I'll go back and clean up those edges in a moment. It's infuriating because, you know, you get so used to the way that that works, and it's second nature. I use it so often that I still go back and I do it. I'll go in and I'll just do my shortcut, and then I get terrified that I broke something because suddenly that button does something different. No uniformity in the Adobe world. Just City of Chaos. Here we go. And I'll do a blue wash over all this, so don't freak out. Very red. Which I think is the premise. Like, when I looked at the write-up for this commission, it was the fact that this is not a goat, but is like a demon wearing the skin of a goat and kind of merging together as they go. And so, this one obviously is going to have a lot more goatly features. Goatly? Goatly features. But red. Oh my gosh, that blue is so nice. Interesting, because it's almost like, it makes me think it's very water feeling, but it will not be water feeling. It will be fire. I don't want to lose that blue, but I do need to go a shade lighter. Select, modify, expand. Yeah. And now select modify contract, which used to again be so much easier. Actually, before I do that, nope. I keep hitting the same button. See if I can capture a little more of that before I grab the lasso tool and before my pen breaks. Alright, select, modify, contract. Is 25 too much? 25 is kind of perfect. Now, let's do select, modify, smooth. 15's a bit. Let's do 10. Yeah, doi. Okay, I know what I did wrong. I was like, why isn't this looking right? Because I skipped a very vital step in how I do this deal. How I like to do fire, which is that I get the main color, which will be very similar to the outside color. Not 50%, 100. I know I'm losing a lot of that detail there, but that's gonna be okay. I'm choosing to say that that's okay. Acceptance. I'm in control. There will be a... I know this lantern thing seems kind of off. It'll make sense in a moment. Probably not in a moment. It'll make sense in a while. Pen! Let's take a gander how we handled this here. Okay. Yeah, I see ya. Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. But can it be perfecter? I don't know what I want to do here. Let's look back at the reference. Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm... Like, as I get closer, I'm like, okay, I want to move on to this next part. I do want to make sure that I'm following everything. I want to make this feel a little bit more spiritual, is the thing. I want to make this character feel more... I don't know. Shaman-esque. Shepherd-esque. Ah! I gotcha. I've got something weird going on. Oh boy, I don't know what's going on here with my board. We'll do it live. Yeah, look at that. Just a single line and it says, oh, is this what you want? Yeah, no, I don't want that. We've got some shenaniganizing going on. We've got to find a way to jury rig this. I know what I want to do. It's just a matter of making my dreams not be dreams. Ugh. It's gonna let me not drag it. Photoshop's gonna be messy. Every now and then Photoshop just decides that it doesn't want to function the way that it's been programmed to function. It's like for this, I don't need any of this actually. I don't need any of that. Let's see here. This isn't going to be seen. That way? No. Other way. That way? Nope. I was right the first time. Again, none of this is going to be seen. Oh, that is going to be seen. We make it work. We make it work. Here, I think the only line that I have to get rid of is that one. Ooh, a little too much. A little too much off the top there, Belle. Yeah. What I've done is I wanted to create like these, like the giant monk beads that you see in like movies and TV shows and stuff. I wanted to do that. So I did. That's gonna not capture through, yeah. What's this color? Okay, let's do that, but like purple. I dig that. I dig that very much, sir. Give me a little bit more of that. Ah, pen. I had to imagine that these would be like pants, but I'm wondering if they would be like high pants. Yeah. Because I want to add some more variety. I want to, you know. So what if these were just pulled all the way up to the chest? Yeah. I'm probably adding too much just because I'm fearful of the drawing part, or of the coloring and shade, or the shading part. So I'm like, what else can be added? Pen, you out? Pen, you're not gonna pen no more? This is ridiculous. I don't know if it means my pen's dying or if like everyone just has this issue at some point with Huion tablets, but my pens will just suddenly stop working. And luckily I have two, and so I can swap between them. And it's not just like unplug and plug back in. It's very much like, hey, this does not work anymore. You have to get a new pen. So I have a second pen, which is fine, it works. It's just like, I don't know. It really throws me off for a minute. Yeah, that's not the shortcut anymore. I have to look up how to do custom shortcuts, because I will have to do it. I'm going to have to do that, right? I can't just not. Now the question is which color. Like if I do this, that's the color of his hair. And if I do this, that's too much dark on dark. And if I do this, that's way too much red. We'll say it's hair. I kind of like that. Like the long hair of like the cult leader, I think, type character. I think that works. I think it works. We'll go with it. We'll say it does. Yeah. We'll pretend. If I combine those, what happens? Cool. Now let's shade. That's the thing with these like commission type jobs is sometimes it's like, wow, that was a great deal I got because I only worked on this for 30 minutes and I got everything done that I needed to get done. Other times it's like, this is going to take me hours. And you never know till you're there. Creek. Go. This part's like, how do you shade this? It's such a weird position, like. Okay. I'm gonna try my best and hope for the best. I'm gonna hope for the best. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna redo it. It's just such a weird position to have, like, the... I did all this and forgot that light will be coming from up top, which is not what I normally do. I'll have two light sources, which for, like, pictures like this, I take them because they're simple. But, man, that's gonna be rough. Sorry, because I'm doing this without the color because it's easier to find the lines and easier to just kind of shape where things go, but especially with shading. But also I'm like, what is this? What was this when I drew it? What's this section here? I have to like remind myself what I drew. That's getting way too choppy. I was trying to smooth it and it wasn't working out. The fire is emanating from the top of the head, so I'm trying to keep that, like, well lit. Like, that doesn't need a ton of shadow, which is good because it's a face. I'm getting happy with that. Getting happy with that. Let's see. Ah, my freaking pen. I need to get a new tablet. I don't even know if it's like I need a new tablet or if I just need new pens. Like, which is it? Like, is it that the tablet's not reading the pen, or is it that the pen just sucks? Because I have two, and it can't be that it's both, like, right? At the same time, you'd think that whatever's wrong with the if it is the tablet, you'd think that it's configurable. And it's, I've looked. It's not. A lot of deep contour type stuff in here. A lot of areas that like require shadow to be understood. I've got a good amount done. Let me go back and kind of As I like to do, I'll erase at a half tone. And then I'll blend it together a little closer later. Doesn't help that my hands are so shaky. Ugh. Ugh. Doesn't have to be perfect again, it'll be blended in a minute, but I want it pretty dang close. My pens don't keep dying. That's what makes this take twice as long, is I have to keep swapping out pens. I just got a new PC, but I think next on the list is gonna have to be tablet stuff. Which is pretty expensive on its own. What I like to do is I'll go to places like Best Buy for tablets, pens, things like that. And usually what happens is people return them. There's something that's returned fairly often. So, they usually have, and I don't know what this says about me, if it says like what a cheapskate or if it says like what a smart shopper. But I'll go to the, find the one that I like and I'll ask if they have any that are used. Because usually places like Best Buy and stuff, they'll keep used stuff around, but they just may not put it out. And so they're like, oh, usually, like with this one that I got it used. And I know you're thinking like, well, that's why you're having your problems. I got this used like 4 years ago. Are they the same brand? Yeah, these ones came with this one. So I actually, like, this is a Huion tablet and these are Huion pens. And it came with a case of 2 and then like replacement parts. That one just died on me. And then replacement parts. So the replacement parts I've tried and I've gone through, but they, you know, they just stopped working. I don't know what it is. But the thing is, like, these things aren't cheap, so you try to make them last as long as you can. This is, in a way, its own computer. Like I said, oh, I just got a new computer. This is, in a lot of ways, its own computer. Which is what makes it difficult, because it's like, well, you know, can I afford to buy two new computers? Can't. Not a lot of people can. Oh, is that all connected? That's weird that segments that like that, because that shouldn't be the case. I may just do the whole thing, yeah. Makes more sense to just do the whole thing. Yeah. We're getting there. These are going to be nice and fun to shade, I think, because the way that they're positioned means that that's done. Do only 5. Whew. Keeps. There we go. And then these I'm going to shade above the knuckle because that fire is right below. So I had to make sure to remind myself, hey, at one point you're going to switch off which way your shadow's going. And I was lucky enough to catch myself before that point came. Alright. I'm going to go in and I'm actually going to blend those in. Yeah. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is just for that illusion of gradients. I mean, it's not an illusion. There is gradients. But given the way that I've done this, you know, it's the same way that like Pokemon does theirs. If you look, a lot of the times they don't do full shading. They'll just do one line shaded and one line at 50%. So right now you're kind of seeing how the sausage is made, and so it's like, hey, you know, that doesn't look that good. I don't know, because you're aware of it. I know that sounds like a cop-out. I'm very well aware that that sounds like a cop-out. Like, that one I probably did way too much. That sounds like I don't have to do a good job because I don't have to... Because, oh, you're just here and that's why you know. No, I get what it sounds like. But it's... Trust me. Trust me. It's like getting a haircut. I don't think this is going to work out. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. Okay. I always want to drop that to a 5, do a double, grab this one, turn up the blue, because I like blue shadows. See, I'm liking that. Add some highlight. Once my pen. See, it's not even like, oh, the pen's just not plugged in. Oh, there we go. That time it works. Makes me look like a crazy person. There we go. Gonna do one at full strength. I said full strength. There we go. Just very much brighten up those highlight spots. Yeah, that's a little much. Okay. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Do it this way. 3. Oh, I forgot. There's other stuff I gotta do on this. Yep. I completely forgot that the person I'm doing this for also wanted some like crazy cool like energy type stuff going around. Let me see the exact way that he worded it. This form, the familiar, assumes the characteristics of a shepherd cultist, and they will tag team with their shadow in order to overwhelm an enemy. Barrage of inescapable bolts of ghostly fire. Okay, so essentially there needs to be a second character to this, which is gonna be a rough one. Alright. Alright. A lot of stuff going on. Oh, gotta adjust myself in the chair, get the foot up, that way I can get ready to do some really nutso stuff. First off, I want to make that a full 100. So I want to embrace the darkness. What would that look like at a full 100? No. Maybe. I'm gonna give it a hard maybe. And then, how am I gonna do this shadow? What if I try to do the opposite shape? Like how these are like hair. Or even if the hair itself was the shadow. Like if I come back here and I say, hey, this, instead of being hair or whatever I was choosing for it to be,